Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's still morning over here in Wisconsin, but I wanted to introduce you to a quick play, one roll football game. It's going to be American football. This was designed by Casey London, who is the creator of the Dice and Card Tabletop Sports Gamers Facebook group. I highly recommend if you're on Facebook to come on over. I'll leave the link in the description and head on over. You look on here and I've talked about it before, but there's so many games here. And Casey London is a master. He's created so many games. So head on over here. There's a lot of good people in here. Um, Very helpful community. A lot of people design home brews that they'll share with you on different games. So head on over there. But today I'm going to introduce his one roll football. Okay. The way I'm going to use it is I'm going to play the Big Ten 2026 season, and I'll go over how to play the game. And then in the description, I'll have a Google share link where you can actually get the PDF and print it out and have it for yourself. So let's see here. We're going to rate these players. Give me 1 second, folks. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so I'm going to rate the teams. What you're going to need to play this game is a D10 to actually play it and a D8 to rate them. So there's plenty of apps out there that you can use, dice rolling apps, if you don't have a D8 or a D10. But let's just say you only have a D10. You can simply use the D10. You're just going to have to omit rolls of 9 and 0, okay, to rate your teams. So let me get my dice roll over here. And we are going to use a D10. So how is everybody's morning going so far? It's a Monday morning. So for me, during the summer, we do summer cleaning at schools. So we work 10-hour shifts and we're off for 3 days. So this year I get the Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off. Although next week is the last week because the week after we go back to school. But I tell you, it's very enjoyable. It starts like early June. So that's what, June, July. That's like almost 2.5 months of getting 3-day weekends. So it's very nice, very enjoyable. So let me say this. Okay. So the way this works is it's all teams have a C rating when you create them. Okay. And then you're going to roll, and let's see here. We'll start with USC. So they got a 7. So their offense is going to improve 1 rating. So they're going to be a B offense. Let me make that caps. A B offense and a C defense for this year's season. Okay. And again, I'm going to keep the PDF will be here for you to download. So again, you're using a D8 here. So if you roll a 9 or 0, just re-roll. So a 1, your offense declines 1 rating. You roll a 2, your defense declines 1 rating. A 3 for 6, there's no change. You're going to stay a C or, excuse me, if you roll next year, you'll stay where you're at this year. Let me make sure of something. Make sure I'm not communicating bad advice here. Nope, that's correct. Okay, so 3 for 6, there's no change. A 7, your offense improves 1 rating, and an 8, your defense improves 1 rating. So 1 and 2, you have a decline. 3 for 6, there's no change. At 7, 8, you have an improving. And you'll like I said, all your teams will start at C for offense and defense. Um, now, off-season process. Okay, you're only gonna you can only one rating per team may change during your team creation or off-season process. Okay, it says you'll also roll on this chart at the end of each season to see if there are any rating changes for the following season. Roll once for each team. Make a note of any ratings, and you are ready to start your new season. Okay, so you're rolling once. You don't roll for the offense and defense. You're just going to roll one time. All right, let's see what Purdue gets. Purdue is going to be no change. So this year they will be a C and C. Wisconsin, they're a 7, so they're going to be a B and C. Okay. Oregon, they're going to be an 8, so their defense improves 1 rating. So this year they're going to C and B. Nebraska, they're a 4, no change. They'll be C and C. Yep. Illinois, 7, a B and C. Ohio State, come on, 1, 2, 1, 2. Right, 1 or 2. We need a 1 or 2 for them. Nope, 1 or 2, 1 or 2. 6, crap. All right. They're C and C. As you can tell, I'm not an Ohio State fan. Michigan State, a 3, so there's no change there. Washington, a 6, no change there. Maryland, they're going to have a offense improvement, so they're going to be a B and C to start this year. I should say for this year, a 4. Michigan, darn it, no change. C and C. UCLA, okay, they're going to be a defense improves 1 rating, so they're going to be a C and B. Man, no 1s or 2s have popped up. There we go. Speak of the devil, right? Defense declines 1, so they're going to be a C and D. If I can type that in, C and D. There we go. That's about right for Minnesota. Nothing there. We're going to do it again. A 1. Penn State. Wow. Their offense declines. So they're going to start this year with a D and C. Northwestern. A 4. C and C. Oh. Give me a second to fix that. C and C. And the Rutgers. A 1. D and C. Iowa. Let's see. Oh, D and C. Wow. Okay. And Indiana, the national champs. 7. Look at there. Offense approves 1 rating. Way to go. B and C. So there we have it. I now have all my teams rated. I'm ready to roll, right? Excuse me. I'm sorry, guys. So let's go to the schedule. I'll give you an example of just how easy this is. So let's see here. Let me make sure I read the rules correctly. Roll 1d10 once per team and consult the points table. You have optional. Home team receives +1 to its D10 roll for a maximum result of 10. That's optional. If scores are tied, you can roll 1d6 for each team. If a 3 or 6 is rolled, add that to the team's score. Okay, those are both optional. So USC versus Rutgers. Let's match them up real quick. USC is a B to the Rutgers. Where Rutgers? To the Rutgers C, a B to a C. It's gonna be a B. So we're gonna I'm gonna put this here just so I remember. And the Rutgers is a C to a C, which is a C. Wait, I'm sorry, not a C. Rutgers is a D to a C, so a D to a C is a C. So still a C. Okay. So B to C. Go to schedule. They've got the B. We're going to roll. They've got a 7. A 7 on the B chart is going to give them 21 points. Now the Rutgers, they have a C. They got a 5. A 5 on the C chart is 14. I shouldn't actually write this down because so 21 to 14. I got this set up where I log the game score. That out of the way. This is game 1 of 81. The away score is 21. The home score, what I said was 14, right? Yeah, let's see. 14. So there we go. And then I check my standings. USC's 1-0, and Rutgers are 0-1. And I do have a Big Ten football championship for the 1 and 2 seed, and it'll keep this updated. And then once this is played, it'll announce who the champions were. So there you have it, folks. That's One Roll Football by Casey London. So what I'll do is try every day to do one video on several of his games, right? A game a day. I like to, as you guys know, I like to promote people, help get their games out there, because they spend all this time making these games. The least we can do is play and enjoy them and share them, right? We should be sharing them, not keeping them to ourselves. So that's One Roll Football by Casey London, guys. I will put the PDF in the description, so go ahead and feel free to download it. I've talked with him in case there's people watching this video. He has given me the okay to share his games with people. So images and games and all that. So don't come at me, guys. All right. So that is going to be it. I appreciate it. You guys have a wonderful rest of your Monday. And I will talk to you probably tomorrow. All right. Later.